Temperatures holding on to those 80s through the work week, but by the weekend we're back into the 70s with chances of rain by Saturday and Sunday.
Here for You Spotlight, a KSN News 3 special.
A mission to spread good outward.
It's a way for me, now that I'm retired, to give back to my community. And
not for themselves.
It brings tears to your eyes because you're being helpful.
But to be here for you.
And then also just helps to ease the burden.
With no judgments. Nonprofits across the state shine a light on needs every day. Well, today we're turning the spotlight on them. Good afternoon and happy Labor Day. I'm Alexis Padilla. The Sunflower State has no shortage of people who dedicate their lives not to themselves, but to those around them. Their nonprofit work is often inspired by their own struggles. The inspiration from one person can help thousands. Take epilepsy, for example. It affects almost 1,900 people in Kansas and Missouri. One Kansan used her own experience with the condition to launch Seize Your Future. Naomi Durango got diagnosed around her 5th birthday. The side effects led to academic struggles.
Honest, I didn't ever think I was going to go to college. I was scared because I felt like I was dumb.
The bullying she faced did not help. She wanted to make sure no other kids felt that way, which is why Naomi's group gives scholarships so others with epilepsy can prove naysayers wrong.
I wanted young children to realize that it doesn't matter what other people say. It doesn't matter the challenges that you face in life, because those actually make you stronger.
She's even proving herself wrong by getting her master's degree. Another health struggle impacting thousands is cancer. It can strip people of their strength. The Greater Wichita YMCA is helping Kansans reclaim that power through the Live Strong program. Step.
Okay, come on, big girl.
Is a success for Makito Kirk.
I made it.
9 weeks earlier, a flight of stairs could have been a mountain.
When I first got here, I was just so weak, you cannot even imagine.
In spring 2024, Makito got diagnosed with head and neck cancer.
I had 37 rounds of radiation and 6 rounds of chemo.
Once in remission, the YMCA's Live Strong program helped Makito rebuild.
We're helping individuals regain their strength, their stamina. We work on flexibility and balance.
Yeah, it's easy now.
The 12-week program is free for anyone who has ever received a cancer diagnosis.
It could have been 10 years ago. It could have been 10 days ago.
They meet twice a week, building muscle and bonds. A safe space for survivors.
In my life, I am the strong person. I am not able to cry around other people. But in here, I've been able to cry and let all that stuff out.
You'll be right here.
The program sets the stage for a total transformation.
That was a whole different woman. A whole different woman.
A woman who's ready.
One more.
To keep pushing. The Live Strong program is in Y's across Wichita, in Hutchinson, El Dorado, Andover, and Newton. It's free to join regardless if you are a member at the Y. Another group helping people thrive through health conditions is supplying them with the equipment they need. The Independent Living Resource Center runs a medical equipment recycle network. The program takes in used medical equipment, cleans it up, and loans it out.
I think it really does make a big difference in people's lives, whether it's staying in their home and being able to take a shower by themselves, or whether it's being able to get out in the community.
The Medical Equipment Recycle Network is open to everyone. You can borrow items for 3 months at a time. You can request an item by calling the number right there on your screen. Another nonprofit got its start in 2008 when a pair of brothers started a fundraiser to help people access a life-changing stem cell therapy. Since then, the group Coming Together for a Cure has grown into a network that offers support to families around the world. While rare diseases are scarce, collectively, they are more common than people realize.
Rare diseases affect 1 in 10 people.
Blake Benton saw the challenges caregivers face firsthand.
You can be completely lost. You know, when it's your loved one, Most oftentimes you're not coming from a medical background, and so you're just learning on the fly.
His older brother Ryan had Duchenne muscular dystrophy.
He never wanted the disease to define him.
Ryan was a musician.
Instead of that butt, doing duh.
And an advocate.
There's so many times in this journey it feels like one step forward, two steps back.
Ryan started Coming Together for a Cure alongside his brother. The nonprofit aims to be a go-to resource to help people fighting rare diseases.
Families don't realize that these things are out there so often.
In March, the nonprofit partnered with Carry Loop to give families free access to its caregiver support platform.
They get connected to an actual person that can immediately understand their direct needs, and then they can guide them to the specific tools and resources that can help them through their daily life.
The Carry Loop coaches can schedule appointments, manage documents, and offer emotional support.
If you can just focus on living your best life by having these caregiving solutions designed in a way that really fit your specific needs, it just makes life easier for everybody.
It relieves stress that can build under the pressure of caregiving.
I didn't feel like I was his brother first, I was his caregiver first.
But having help on the journey lets bonds stay tight.
Once we did get the right care, it was like all of a sudden we were brothers again, and he was my best friend, and I didn't have to deal with just being this person he had to rely on, but I could step in when I wanted to.
Even though he's gone, Blake brings Ryan's memory with him daily as Coming Together for a Cure grows.
I think Ryan would be really proud that his legacy has lived through.
Coming Together for a Cure serves families in Kansas and all over the world. Right now, they are preparing for their annual gala and concert benefit. That's happening Saturday, October 4th at the Murphin Stables. It's 21 and up. You can get tickets through ctafc.org. Still to come on this hour, the effort to help aspiring artists achieve their dreams close to home. And love after loss finds purpose. Parents honor their son's dream of adventure, while other families are guided through unexpected grief. Welcome back. Many musicians dream of making it big, but that's not always possible. A nonprofit is trying to empower local artists to reach what may seem impossible. Photojournalist Joe High and I are shining the Here For You spotlight on Midtopia.
Check.
There is power in music. It serves as a soundtrack for life.
You have to ask yourself, what has music done for you?
For Rudy Love Jr., it's his passion.
As a younger artist, I thought I had to leave home and leave my family, leave my friends to pursue what I wanted to do.
Midtopia stuff.
His dream took him to LA.
If I went on tour, I'd have to worry about whether I could afford rent when I got back home.
That struggle can set artists back. Midtopia aims to change that.
We want to develop and define what is a Wichita sound. And we believe we have the artists and talent here.
The nonprofit gives artists affordable resources to record.
We decided to make the artwork my pop's last performance at Brickyard.
And release vinyl records.
This is something real that you can hold in your hands.
A real item that makes a real difference.
We see 0.003 to the cent per stream. And unless you're having millions of streams, you're not making money off your music.
Midtopia is pushing people to buy before you stream. Talia Keys quickly saw the results.
What we did is release my record on a vinyl record for a whole month before it hit streaming platforms. And we actually made more money and sold more records than we did the last 2 years combined.
The initiative also lets artists keep the rights to their music.
It puts the power back into the people's hands, which I think is really important.
Giving them the same power their music has. Midtopia runs Somewhere Works. It's a space for artists to rehearse and record in downtown Wichita on Emporia. There are memberships to use the space, though options are available to help people afford them. We'll be right back. Welcome back. In times of loss, love can motivate families to launch legacies of honor. The mom and dad of a 9-year-old boy are doing that by helping other kids. Caven's Helping Hands gets its name from Caven, who battled epilepsy. In November, he fell asleep for a nap and never woke up. Months later, his parents decided to share the things Caven loved most with other kids.
The mission is to make adventures possible for all, and he attacked everything like it was an adventure.
The nonprofit empowers people with epilepsy and provides funds for kids to experience camps. They also spread Caven's love of reading through little libraries. The loss of a child is hard, and it's an experience many families do not know how to process until it happens to them. 1 in 4 pregnancies ends in a loss of some sort. Agape Care Cradle is helping those families navigate their grief. Life changes in a matter of minutes.
We're having all these conversations like, oh, 3 girls, like, what are we gonna do?
After 20 weeks of waiting to learn their baby's gender, Jenny and Sean Laheka got blindsided.
And they came in, told us that she had anencephaly.
It's a neural tube defect that's incompatible with life.
Part of her brain wasn't fully there, and so we didn't know what to expect of how long we would have with her.
The next 5 months were a different kind of pregnancy.
You know, not getting our nursery ready, not getting our baby things back out, but also picking out what is the one thing we want her to wear to be buried in.
Agape Care Cradle walked with the Lahekas through the steps of planning a funeral.
Having that resource was huge, just to know that you can go through with any type of questions and never a burden, and always right there for us.
The nonprofit supports families as they grieve the what ifs.
When you walk down the road and you see a 3-year-old and you think, well, my baby would have been 3. And then you wonder what that would have been like.
Empowering them to make decisions for their baby like any other parent would.
Naming your child or choosing what outfit your child wears, or when you're able to be a part of that, choosing how your baby's life is honored, that fills a hole.
In September 2024, the Lahekas welcomed Charlotte to the world.
As I was holding her, just the fact that she was alive, or just embracing every moment of that.
Every moment for 84 priceless minutes.
Read books to her and sing with her and just be close with her.
A blessing they will cherish forever. Welcome back. A big clean out can result in bags of items potentially headed to the landfill. A nonprofit in McPherson wants to cut down that waste. Photojournalist Nick Kiefer and I are shining the Here For You spotlight on the Reuse It Center. Someone's trash is another's treasure. The Reuse It Center is offering a twist to the old saying.
Not everybody can get out there and afford new stuff.
Kurt Denicky fixes up donated items to be sold at lower prices.
Keep stuff out of the dumpster. If it's got a chance to be reused, then do that.
The McPherson nonprofit opened in 2011. Levon Edgar's 40-year career in construction laid the blueprint for its mission.
During that time, I saw how much went to the landfill, usable items that went to the landfill.
It started with reselling building materials and expanded to much more.
They don't know what they need until they find it.
From antiques to appliances, each purchase serves a bigger purpose.
We've donated over $600,000 into the community.
Every year it donates to a dozen local charities and one global one.
They already know what they need to do, right? And so we don't need to do any of that. We just need to supply them with the funds so that they can turn around and do those things in our community.
The Reuse It Center also works with nonprofits to provide service opportunities.
Some of these guys that come in through the Halfway House program, they can connect with some of these people, and they end up having someone that's maybe even a mentorship happening, which is really, really cool.
That's how Kurt started 5 years ago.
Used to be a bad alcoholic.
Just like the items he rehabs, he has been restored.
This is a crucial part of my recovery, kind of staying busy and giving back to the community and just something positive in my life.
A positive mission, giving new purpose to items
Already.
and people. The Reuse It Center is open Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for shopping. Still ahead, we take you to 2 coffee shops that are pouring purpose into cups. Welcome back. The Meeting House in Sedgwick is a coffee shop, but it goes beyond that. The nonprofit also is planting the seed to help more people get fresh produce.
You can hear the birds singing.
In the center of Sedgwick, you'll find a new garden.
There's squash and zucchini, right?
The plants are dense with nutrients and purpose.
Anybody from the community that wants to harvest from it can, but harvest respectfully, leaving some for others.
The Meeting House's newest initiative stemmed from a conversation.
She happened to walk by and I asked, hey, you know, Heather, do we have a community garden?
That question turned into action.
About a week later, he came to me and he said, what if we just let you use the plot right next to the city building?
Community members contribute their part.
We had somebody here in town who had a small tractor that had a tiller, made life a lot easier to get it up and going, and it just grew out of love.
The fruits of their labor now showing.
Our first tomato. So cute.
The produce will go to the Meeting House's community pantry and anyone in need.
We have herbs, we have cucumbers, we have tomatoes, strawberries. It's going to be a lot to choose from.
An idea planted and already nourishing the community. The community pantry is open every Thursday from 3:30 to 5:30. In Wichita, Aroma Coffee House is making a difference that reaches worldwide. Orders support Naomi House in Thailand and the Himalayan Freedom Company. Both help women recover from trafficking and other hardships.
And these women are amazing women. They have been through the most difficult circumstances you can ever imagine, and they have been brought to this place where they have been given love and a sense of worth.
The nonprofit also helps local organizations through mini grants. Meanwhile, the largest print publication in Kansas is tailored for a population often overlooked. It's called The Active Age, and it serves thousands of seniors across central Kansas.
I have a special salute to volunteers in this issue.
The Active Age puts seniors in the spotlight.
When you think about a senior, you think about this sweet little old lady sitting in a rocking chair with gray hair and drinking iced tea.
The paper is filled with stories shattering that stereotype.
People who are 60 years and older that are doing great things, and we like to bring those things to other people's attention to, like I said, show that you can live a great life at any age.
52,000 seniors in Sedgwick, Butler, and Harvey County get a free copy each month.
They grew up reading a paper newspaper. They like having something physical that they can open, they can keep it around.
The pages provide connection to the community.
We probably list 50 to 100 activities every single month.
There's a lot of people out there and a lot of organizations that value them and would like them to be involved.
A resource that's priceless for seniors comes with a pricey challenge.
Postage now is $17,000 a month.
Editor Joe Stump says rates have gone up 6 times since 2021.
So this year we'll pay about twice as much in postage as we did 4 years ago.
The Active Age is also online, but it knows the value in keeping print alive.
What we hear most often is, I can hardly wait to get the newspaper, and I sit down with a cup of coffee and read it cover to cover.
A monthly moment that sparks joy. If you are 60 or older, you can get a free subscription by going to their website at theactiveage.com or by calling the number on your screen. Still to come this hour, a costly time of year gets a little cheaper, and Project Teacher spreads that love the entire school year. And a mission to get more kids outdoors pushes teens to try out new hobbies. Welcome back. A Kiowa County nonprofit is preserving history to inspire a love that stretches into future generations. It's focused on one home, the Conkle House. In 1906, a family decided to build this home in Haviland.
There's a lot of stories about this house.
If you want a history lesson, just take a step inside the Conkle House.
Most of this is original furnishings, and the piano is a family heirloom.
The Haviland Heritage Foundation is restoring the home.
We've been working on it for just a couple of years.
Each room is filled with vintage wallpaper and historic items, like this wood stove.
Obviously, that'll be the centerpiece because everyone's fascinated by that.
The nonprofit's goal is to turn the Conkle House into a living history museum.
There aren't that many of this era house left in the county, so it makes this one really worth saving.
There's a list of projects to tackle to make it happen.
But you got to be practical about it. You got to have electricity, you got to have the windows fixed, and you got to have this roof damage fixed before we can start decorating, but that's what we're looking forward to.
The foundation wants the home to spark an interest for the next generation.
I think you're getting them excited not only about this house, but about learning more about history. And I think that'll benefit all of us if we know more, appreciate more, and learn from it.
A mission to keep the Conkle's history standing in Haviland for years to come. The foundation is raising money to get new windows for the home. Anyone who donates will have their name written on a plaque to hang in the museum. Welcome back. Thousands of students across Kansas just got back in the classroom. Back to school season often means new supplies, but that is sometimes out of reach for families. Project Teacher is changing that. Terry Johnson is like Santa for teachers.
He's a history teacher at Robinson, needing markers, glue sticks, and colored pencils.
11 years ago, he started Project Teacher.
We knew that teachers felt a little underappreciated, but they're also spending a lot of money out of their own pocket.
The nonprofit gives free supplies to educators across Kansas.
And so it's like a subscription box that they didn't subscribe to.
Each package eases the burden on teachers.
My husband and I are both teachers, and we've probably collectively spent close to $600 or $700 just trying to get our classrooms decorated.
Oh, thank you! Vicki Eastman teaches at Mays High. She says even something as simple as a pencil.
Oh, and you got the good pencils.
Can be a game changer.
It's a confidence builder. Like, it helps them feel ready for the day and not worried about getting in trouble for not having a supply that they're supposed to have or getting made fun of by their friends. They're gonna do that.
It empowers how students feel and can even reshape how they view school.
And they were able to give those supplies to their students, and the student they had trouble with, their eyes lit up and they said, you know, my teacher cares for me.
Project Teacher works year-round to make sure teachers are stocked with supplies.
This is what I wanted for my bulletin board.
So students can succeed.
You impact every single one of us, so thank you.
Teachers can put in requests for supplies online. Project Teacher also does surprise drops 4 times a year for new teachers to boost morale. Once students graduate from school, figuring out what to do next can be a daunting task. The Kansas Hispanic Education and Development Foundation helps students navigate that path. It offers scholarships, workshops, and resources to succeed in higher education. Those tools helped Michelle Valadez get her business off the ground.
It's motivational, so being able to see someone that looks like me and is in the workforce, I'm like, okay, if they can do it, I can do it. And it kind of fuels that seed of like, okay, you know, it's an opportunity, it's a possibility.
You can apply to get their scholarships now at khnedf.org. It's open to high school seniors in the Wichita area who enroll in a fully accredited institution immediately after graduation. The money can pay for tuition and books at schools either in or out of state. We'll be right back.
Portions of this program were sponsored by the following:
Welcome back. When was the last time you went outside and unplugged? The nonprofit Pass It On Outdoor Mentors is making sure kids make that a habit and teaching them a new sport.
Oh.
We want to grow this sport, right? It's something we love. You don't want it to go away.
Pass It On Outdoor Mentors is teaching kids to shoot trap, with hopes that the younger generation builds a love for being outside.
We're losing that touch with nature, and that's why it's important to get these kids out and give them the opportunity to get out and hunt and fish, find their place in the outdoors.
A lot of kids, when they experience it for the first time, they're hooked for a lifetime.
In 2021, the nonprofit started the Wichita Clay Dusters team.
Oh.
Before members pick up a gun, they go through Hunter's Ed.
Not just gun safety, but it talks about hunting ethics, how to be an ethical sportsman. It talks about conservation. You learn about wildlife.
Audrey Jones is one of the mentors for the shooting team.
It's just exciting to see them to latch onto a concept and to get it and to be able to do it again and again.
She says the skills go beyond hitting a clay target.
It's about being confident in yourself and your skills and your ability and not talking down to yourself. It's crazy how much a positive mindset not only changes everything in trap, but also in your real life.
Whether the shooters hit or miss, one thing is guaranteed.
I mean, it's a great day no matter what. I like just being outside and enjoying the weather, really.
The group's target for passing on a love of the outdoors is being hit. Another group in Hutchinson is helping kids find their niche in the outdoors while reeling in a new hobby.
We're going to start with worm.
Malik Job loves fishing. He's passing on his knowledge through Wisdom in Motion.
Hey, you got it out there. That's a great start.
The nonprofit offers a range of activities to mentor at-risk youth.
Giving them a place that they can feel comfortable and be able to actually get out how they feel.
Several kids find that comfort on the water.
But it's really fun. I like it when I actually catch things. It took my worm!
Wisdom in Motion launched its fishing program this year.
You got it again.
And Malik is already seeing progress.
It's probably the best part because you get to watch them go from not even knowing how to do it to being able to do it on their own.
The skills taught are applicable beyond the dock.
Patience is a big one, obviously. You can't catch fish if you aren't patient.
Wait, I got a fish!
That rewarding moment builds their confidence.
Whenever you have achieved something, that makes you want to go get more. It makes you want to continue on.
A confidence to carry on as the kids grow. Rabbits are the third most common pet in the United States, yet there is a lot of misunderstanding surrounding them. Flufflepuff Rabbit Rescue is hopping on the task to increase awareness. Small and soft.
This one's named Truffle.
Natalia Bannon stumbled upon her love of rabbits by chance.
2.5 years ago, I walked into a pet store for cat food and got handed a ball of fluff. And it was the fluffiest thing I'd ever seen, and I immediately started crying.
Natalia left with a new pet, Pumpkin Latte.
Oh my gosh, they need all this stuff and nobody has any idea.
From there brewed a bigger idea.
Welcome to Flufflepuff. We've got all of our rabbits lined up here.
She launched a nonprofit rabbit rescue.
See your eye a little better, maybe. We have saved over 80 rabbits since we started. That was our first year. And they were spayed, neutered, double vaccinated, found homes for.
Its volunteers also prioritize spreading education.
They're not wild animals so much. These are domestic rabbits and they need our help. They need our support.
I have a whole photo album of her because she's my little fur baby.
Emily Schmucker is one of the fosters turned adopters.
They gave me all the supplies that I needed. They came over, they set up the pen for her. They, helped me get adjusted, and then along the way, anytime I had a question, if I needed anything, I could just reach out.
The rescue is small in size.
We treat them like family. We love them, and love in action is the best way I could think to describe it.
But big in heart.
You're such a sweet baby.
You can find all the information about the nonprofits we highlighted this hour on KSN.com. You can also submit nonprofits for us to feature by clicking on Connect 3 under the More tab. And again, that's our time for today. Thank you for joining us. Your news is next.